Talking of PTSD, should we have a little look at the gacha revenue, guys? Should we have a little look at the gacha revenue charts here? We've got them all. It's that time of the month. The PvP is back. You know where it is. Don't take these numbers as gospel. We can look at the trends. We can poke fun. We can have a laugh at people who really get angry over this stuff, right? Which we know there's lots of people who do. People will be coming out with a cope of why their game's not doing so well and why other games are doing better. We'll talk about the conspiracy theories of who's behind it all. What are the lies? How is this happening? But one thing I do want to point out right off the bat, guys. Why has Tribe 9 got 2K? Like, is this just somebody in the office buying stuff? Because, like, aren't payment options turned off in the game right now? Like, what the hell is going on? Kind of weird. We don't do the typical thing here. A lot of people go from the worst up to the best, but, like, who cares about all this stuff? No one cares. Mirror and Star Legends, not doing too great there. And we got a couple of others. What else have here? Revramento. Yeah, Revramento's gonna EOS, I think, guys. Cat Fancy probably hasn't got much left in it as well. Morrimans. I've heard this is really good, man. I want to play these. People tell me it's like a more horror version of Reverse 1999, which I think I need to check out, you know what I mean? So yeah, you've got all these. Nobody really cares about anything outside the top 100, right? Unless it's a game that you're really into, which is probably not there. Tower of Fancy, still trundling along there. Aether Gazer as well. Oh, it's good to see Aether Gazer still actually pulling in, not massive amounts, right? But I like Aether Gazer, I do. Have any of you guys played Aether Gazer? I think Aether Gazer is actually a good little game. It's kind of like, you know, it's like, you know, it's like the Honkai Impact 3rd, I guess, PGR kind of thing. I really like the combat and the characters in Aether Gazer. I think it's a game that, it's a shame it doesn't get more love, right? But, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But anyway, we don't really care about most of these. Sword of Convalaria's got a big update coming up, right? What else have we got? Summoner's War still doing its thing. Now we're getting into the big money. The big money. Solo Leveling Rise, 2 million. Etheria Restart, down from 7 down to 2 million. Not very free to play, incredibly grindy. If you watch Saint Tontas's video, though, he says it's incredibly free to play. Even his own audience says, yeah, you're smoking crack there, bro, because that was insane. Snowbreak Containment Zone. Man, Snowbreak Containment Zone doing better than Etheria Restart. Like, for me, you know, Etheria Restart, I was saying that I thought the opening month would probably look like about 20 million. Now, of course, these numbers aren't exact right, but I thought we'd probably see about 20 million. I was quite surprised how low it is. I don't think Etheria, unless they make drastic changes, yeah. I don't think Etheria Restart's really going to do that well in the long term. And the thing is, if they make the changes, yeah, I think Etheria Restart's got so much potential. Do you know what I mean? I think it's got so much potential because at its core, I think it's a good game and the PvP is actually fun, right? They just got to fix the grind and the free-to-play element of the game. And I get it, it's a PvP game, right? It's always going to be a little bit more skewed towards the non-free players, right? Well, like any gacha game, but obviously it's a bit more impactful when you're playing against other people. But they've got to work out some way to just make it a bit better, right? Because I think this game could be doing like 10, 20 million plus a month. I do, honestly. I do think it could. I think they've just got to work things through though, because at the core of it, this is a good game, man, and it's such a shame. I haven't bothered playing it since launch because it came out while I was on holiday, and then I just not got round to it. And I'm kind of glad I didn't now because it's just been a bit of a shit show, right? And it's a shame. It's a shame because, as I say, good game in my opinion. Heaven's Burn Red, 2.25 million. Big controversy around Heaven's Burn Red recently. Nerfed a bunch of units, brought out a new level of units as well. So imagine you're playing something like Wuthering Waves or Arc Knights. It's gone from 5 stars, 6 stars, 6 stars to 7 stars basically. And then they've nerfed all the other units as well, which is fucking mental when you think about it. People weren't happy about that. Good to see Reverse 1999 doing its thing still. It had a big update last month, didn't it? So that kind of makes sense. It's a little bit lower. Man, Wizardry Variants Daphne doing okay, actually. Doing okay. Epic 7 doing better than Etheria Restart. Epic 7 doing better than Etheria Restart. I guess everybody went over to Etheria like, yeah, fuck this. Let's go back to Epic 7, right? So, yeah, Brown Dust still getting in that Gooner cash. Good to see, I guess. Good to see. And then we've got a bunch of other games here. Girls Frontline 2 doing okay by the looks of things. I like Girls Frontline 2. I think it's a good game, actually. I do. I don't play it enough, but I think it's a good game. Infinity Nikki Money is up this month as well. Silver and Blood. has had an increase of 5 million roundabout on last month as well. Nice, nice. Blue Archive still doing its thing. Has Blue Archive had a big update this month or something? Or is it probably because of Steam? It's probably because of Steam right there. It's probably because of Steam, I would think, right? Yeah, it seems like all the fucking about info did really hasn't affected them too badly, because it's pulling in the numbers again by the looks of it, Infinity Nikki. Battle Cats, Moose on Caffeine's gonna love it. 10 million in the bank. Bosha. For this month. And we got the right month on here as well. Yeah, we got July on. We got July on. Just double checking. Ooh, I seen the big AK. I seen the big AK, the big dog. Ooh, look at that. $13.8 million for Arknights, up 4 places from 20 to 16. Great to see. 6 years old, still doing its thing. Of course, we have to say again, guys, the numbers themselves don't really matter. It's the trend. It's the trend. It's the trend, right? So, really good to see after all these years. Just a simple tower defense game. A simple tower defense game. And, it's cooking. It's cooking. Wuthering Waves down 11 places. $16.8 million. A lot of money. But a big drop off from $40 million. Obviously, that was the, we're talking what? That was the anniversary month, right? We're going into post anniversary. So it kind of makes sense, but wouldn't that be, which banners was that then? It's going to be Frolova, right? And who was before Frolova? Who was before Frolova? Was it Fleur de Lis? Carter Thea? Was it Carter Thea right before Frolova? Damn, that's a big drop off considering those two units, right? I just can't be right, right? Looper was before Frolova. That makes sense then. That makes sense then. That makes more sense. Yeah, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Because I was thinking, if it was Carter Thea and then Frolova, that like even I'm questioning them numbers then, right? Like obviously these numbers don't mean shit, but even I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't right, because like Carter Thea was like the most hype unit, right? When she got announced. So that's probably for last month. So it makes sense, and that makes sense as a drop off. Plus, you've got new units that are really hyped next month as well. So it makes sense that this month's probably a drop off. But that's a big drop off. I probably would have looked at more like 25 mil. But yeah, down 11 places, Wuthering Waves. I really love the fact that Arknights is still doing its thing. Dragon Ball Legends. How is that Share a Shit game still doing such big numbers? Monster Strike up 2 places to 13th. Zenless Zone 0 above Wuthering Waves. But I was told by so many people that nobody plays this game. It's weird, that. It's almost as if it doesn't really matter what YouTubers say about your favourite game in regards to how popular it is, right? Kind of odd. But yeah, another drop off for that as well. Kind of similar to the Wuthering Waves on. Probably not such a sharp drop off, but still a pretty sizable drop off there for Zenless as well. But we're in the second half of like the anniversary kind of thing as well. So that makes sense also, doesn't it? Naruto Mobile having a drop down of 3 places, well down to 22 million. Shadowverse, damn, Shadowverse cooking. Oh, Renegade. KSI plays that game. What? Dragon Ball. So yeah, Shadowverse actually cooking, right? Apparently this is really good. It's just really predatory, which I guess makes sense. It's making so much money, right? I suppose if you make a good game and then you make it predatory, then you win, right? Dude, SD Gundam G Generation Eternal is slapping. I played this game on launch. It's okay, right? But like, damn, that's cooking. Actually cooking. FGO, man, after all these years, still top bins. Got us a victory. Nikkei, 26 million. Love to see. I like Nikkei, I do. I like Nikkei. Cultured game as well. Cultured game. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, 33 million. Insane. Actually insane. Pokemon TCG's actually had a bit of a drop-off, right? Bit of a drop-off. Consistent downtrend now from the highs of $120 million. You know, big drop-off, really. Big drop-off. I haven't played the game myself for a while, actually. I played that daily for quite a while, but I've just stopped playing. Uma Musume had a massive increase. Do you reckon a lot of this is down to Kitana Black as well? $33 million. You know, Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Damn. That's a good looking chart, really, isn't it? If you're if it's your business, that's a good looking chart. $33 million, up 12 places into 4th place. Genshin Impact down 2 places. $38 million. Lads, he's back up again, man. Lads, he's back up again. Actually insane. That game is fucking shit, right? It shows that the girl gooners are out in force. And the game is incredibly predatory, the way it does its monetization and its currency system as well. Fucking sucks, right? Could never be me. Could never be me. I've got respect for myself. Plays Cat Fantasy. Don't anymore, actually. I don't anymore. And then we've got Honkai Star Rail. Honky Starbucks. Up 11 freaking places. 19 milli to nearly 100 milli. That's the fake collab, right? Damn. Man, it just shows that, like, it does shows that Huyo can just print cash even when they make shit updates. Right? Like, the fake collab was pretty much panned across the board, right? Even by fans of the game were like, it's pretty mid. Still pumps out $91 million. Actually, you know what? At that point, you gotta respect it, right? Come on. You gotta respect it, right? You gotta respect the fucking hustle, right? They just served you a mediocre plate of food and made bank from it. I kind of respect it. I kind of respect it, man. I'm not gonna lie. You can't hate on it. How can you hate on that? How can you hate on Huyo for it, right? At the end of the day, the people are still spending the money on it, so you gotta stop hating the player, man. You gotta hate the game, right? You gotta hate the game. And Star Rail are crushing it once again. Still printing cash, hand over fist. Again, these numbers, right, and not accurate. We know they're not accurate, but I think the trends are definitely something that we can somewhat, sort of confidently rely on, right? I think it's probably true that these are like the top 5 games. Now, when it starts to get a bit muddy is, you can see these, 33 million, 33 million, 33.1 million. These could be all interchangeable, right? They could be all in. Uma could be down at 6. Could be up at, you know what I mean? Because it's so close. A couple of million here, a couple of million there, potentially. Even maybe 10 million here and there, potentially. But I think the trends are definitely something that we can, like, look at to a degree and be like, okay, we can see sort of trend setting here, you know? We can see sort of trend setting here. Actually, I didn't expect it this month. I didn't think TCG would be so low down, because TCG just seems to print cash. But again, I haven't been following the game, so again, I'm not going to lie. I thought Uma Musume might be a little bit higher. I thought it might be a little bit higher. I was thinking Uma was going to come in at number 1, honestly. I really did. And not because it's like ultra predatory, just because it's been like a phenomenon, hasn't it, recently? I just thought that people would have been spending money hand over fist on the game. I was thinking it was probably going to have done 70 million plus I did. But still incredibly respectable for a Hans game, right? You know, and yeah, again, Huyo still doing what Huyo do, right? Yeah, you know this is going to anger some part of the community, the fact that this is still a thing, and the fact that this is happening as well. After all the hatred at the moment going on between Wua and Zenless. Specifically, a lot of Wua players really angry at Zenless for some reason. I don't know why. And then, I can't wait to see the copium. I can't wait to see the frustration and the anger of a chart that really doesn't matter, right? Because it don't fucking matter. Play the games that you enjoy playing, guys. Don't care about revenue. These things are just funny to see. We love this time of the month, though. We love this time of the month. The PvP is fucking awesome, in my opinion, because people get so in their feelings about this shit. They're really getting the feelings about this shit, and you just shouldn't. You really shouldn't, because at the end of the day, even if it's a game you like, yeah, all you should care about is it continuing to be good. You know, all this money, do you know where this is going? Not going back here. This is going straight into fucking Dwayne's pockets. You know? So, like, even if you're a Star Rail player, there's no point in flexing it, really. Because it's like, you know, have you got stocks in the company? No? Well, it's probably best to shut the fuck up then, really. But, yeah, it's still funny. I love to see it. I love to see people getting all angry about it. But there you go, guys. That's the Gacha revenue for July.